friends, welcome back to my channel. Sass here. I'm here for another recap of life after lockup. One more episode left until the season finale. There was a whole lot of hoes in this episode. I guess they're saving the big stuff for the season finale, child. My question is, where's C now, Stan and Lisa? What, we haven't seen them in what, 3 weeks? I mean, they had that little climbing up the wall, rock wall argument, and then Lisa left and Stan was fussing about, he got to take life by his hands, and then we don't hear or see anything else. Are they off the show? Was that it? Child, not that I'm complaining, but Child, I guess. And you all seem to like the, sweaters that I've been wearing. So this sweater is from Torrid. And my Foolery Friday sweater was from good old Target, honey. Target, child. Yo, these are sweaters and tops that I have had for years. And 9 times out of 10, they're on clearance. Oh, yes, ma'am. Ain't gonna be spending a whole bunch of money on no sweaters, shirts. Now, shoes, that's another subject for another day. But a sweater, ain't gonna be spending a whole bunch of money. I like to eat too much and go out, so. Who we gonna start off with first, child? You know what? Let's start off with, Sean and Sarah, child. They're out at a family outing. They got this makeshift picnic. I said, now I know I don't see no paper plates with one of them Hawaiian rolls on the plate, and that's it. Am I the only one that notices things like that? I'm like, where's the rest of the picnic stuff? I mean, I seen some containers. What's on the plate? Why y'all just got some dry-ass rolls on that paper plate? Child, I didn't see no Kroger chicken. I didn't see no Food Line rotisserie chicken. I didn't see no vegetables, no dip, no chips, no cheese. So we have Sean playing with the little girl, and Sarah is talking to her mama. And Sarah said, well, I got something to tell you, and you ain't gonna like it. But I'm just gonna tell you, I might as well tell you, I feel sick. So the mama is like, okay. And she said, let's go for a walk. Mama, I feel sick. And I done went on and got me a pregnancy test, and it is positive. I'm pregnant. Honey, didn't Mama Sarah look like you kicked her clean in the stomach? She lost her breath for a good 2 seconds. She was like, I know you lied. Pregnant? She said, well, what are you going to do? How you feel about that? And she was like, well, I mean, listen. We were wearing condoms to start out with. But then we were too lazy to deal with the condoms. So we went ahead and rolled that dice. And here I am, pregnant with a man who has 6 other children. That's how I feel about it. And that Mama Sarah looked into the camera and said, with horror, with fear, with disappointment, said she's pregnant by him. I said, Mama Sarah, see, as viewers and as watchers, we all been saying that. We all said that. You're pregnant by him. Hit Sean. Sean? You let Sean raw dog it? mama's disappointed because she don't like Sean. She don't care for Sean. She done clocked Sean the minute he darkened her doorway. And then here comes Sean, done bought a ring, and he know that Mama Sarah don't like him. And he's going to propose to Sarah. Meanwhile, Sarah is pregnant and she has yet to tell Sean. Let's move on. Let's talk about the trio of fools. Oh yes, the Virginians. Shane, Lacey, and John. Well, see, Shane ain't part of the equation right now because, see, Shane is in jail or was arrested. Now, we have Lacey. She dressed for the beach. You know, she got on her coochie cutter strap. And she gets in the automobile and she says, oh, Lord, it's been a mess. See, 5 days before, something went down at the house. She never said what Shane got arrested for. The only thing she kept saying is, like, it was crazy. Like, oh my God, like, it was crazy. Like, he just lost control. Like, oh my God, like, it was crazy. I was like, Lacey, shut your mouth and your legs. The day after Shane got arrested, you are in a whole vehicle with John. Where's your kids? Where's her kids, friends? How many kids she got? 4? Where was the kids? Oh, that's right. They were Papa Lacey. See, her kids don't even know her name or face by this time. Because, see, Papa Lacey is always with and keeping the kids while she out there ladder-gagging. But that's neither here nor there. So Lacey is talking about that she don't want to discuss why Shane got arrested. But what's on her mind? Instead of trying to fix her family, her husband, her children, instead of trying to fix that, she's dressed like a go-go dancer in a 1985 disco movie to go meet John at the beach. So we see John. John done hopped into a 1993 Ford Mustang. I said, okay, John. Top down, convertible. The wind is blowing through his bald area. I ain't mad at you, John. Of course, John says that he don't know what's up with Lacey. They're toxic together. He said that Lacey was evil, but honey, she got that gold cooch that keeps bringing him back in. John, what happened to your girlfriend? John, you sat up here and said that that girl brought you nothing but positivity and good things. You were good with this girl. You were bad with Lacey. And here you are in a vehicle with her. Meeting her on the beach. And he knows that Lacey and him should not be meeting. They should not be talking. But again, the aroma of Lacey's coochie can be smelt from miles around. And just like a dog, he goes sniffing. Lacey says that she feels bad about being in the back of that car with John. Really, Lacey? You do. This whole Lacey and John and Shane thing is just a hot mess. And guess what? I'm here for it. I cannot wait to hear what Shane has to say. Surely to goodness he's out of jail by now. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about non-Native American John and Christiana. Y'all, I have always said that something ain't quite right with John. So John, they are at a park where he is going to meet up with his sister. He says that he haven't seen his sister in many years because years ago his father had a whole meth lab that got raided and they took his siblings. CPS, honey, done snatched them up. So he hasn't been able to, meet or spend time with his sister. And then out of the blue, the sister comes a knocking. Isn't it something when all these people get on television, people start coming out the woodwork? Sisters, brothers, uncles, sons, fathers, mothers, first cousins, second cousins, stepsisters, aunties, great aunties. Baby, if you ain't heard from a family member in 20 years, get on TV. How you been? I love you. So John and his sister meets up, hug, it gets emotional. The sister, I tell you, this show can be depressing. The sister was on drugs. The sister had an addiction. But she got her way, she found her way out of it, and she is now sober. Now, John is worried about Christiana because Christiana got a whole lot on her shoulders. Her mama is ill, and she still has yet to talk to her sister, Tara the Terror. Now, Christiana is looking at all this, and she says, listen, I'm happy that John is reuniting with his sister, but it got me feeling some type of way because I haven't talked to mine. So she's feeling down about that. And plus, again, her mom is ill, so Christiana's dealing with a whole lot. And then non-Native American John took it upon himself to do a ritual, Native American ritual, where he gives his sister's kids Native American names. So then the next time we see John, he's on his cell phone, screaming, yelling, cursing, throwing things. So the producers, John, you already know what's going on. So John is standing there with a broom in his hand. And I said, now, John, now you know the minute those cameras turned on, you peeled that sticker off that broom. I was like, John, you know that's a brand new broom, child. You ain't sleepy, you ain't never sweat. And you out here acting like you out here Mr. Homemaker. Y'all see, he was like this. Is this how it goes? Is this broom right? I mean, I only paid $1 for it, but is the bristles right? So, he's sweeping up glass because he had him an elementary school temper tantrum. And he proceeds to say that he has not spoken to Christiana since yesterday before he went to work or while he was at work. She ain't returned his text or phone calls. So he's throwing things in garbage bags. Now this is his wife. And so he's talking to the producers and he said, listen, look at what all I done did for her. I done took care of her. I supported her. I took in her mama and her sister, who I possibly have slept with, but I'm trying to keep that under wraps because I don't want, Christiana to know. So he's upset. And so, not even knowing the full story, he's tossing her stuff on the side of the street in garbage bags. The woman that he supposedly loved. Who does that? You don't even know the full story. Yes, you seen her walk away from the home with a backpack like Dora the Explorer and a bag, and she was walking towards a black vehicle that you say you know who it is. Now, apparently, he feels like that she's going to see Tara, which in his mind thinks that that equates to relapse. You don't even know what Christiana's doing. Let's say she is going to see Tara. Maybe she's not there to get high with Tara. Maybe she's there to talk to Tara. Maybe she's there to see where Tara is at. What is Tara doing? Why haven't Tara contacted her sick mother? Maybe she's trying to help her sister. And maybe the reason why she didn't tell you is because she knew you would cut a shot. But let's dig deeper, non-Native American John. Maybe the real reason why you're having an elementary school tantrum is because if Christiana goes see Tara, Tara may start talking. And she may be drunk or high, and when she gets to talking, she may tell something. Is that it, John? Just foolish. So he's mad because he thinks that Christiana's going to see Tara and she's possibly going to relapse. So here comes his mentor, elder, I don't know his name, Dancing with the Wolves guy. He comes in and he just basically said the same thing I just said. He said, y'all married. Y'all have a connection. Y'all have a bond or whatever that Native American ritual he was talking about. He said, you don't even know what's up. You don't even know if she is, relapsing or going to see Tara. You don't know that. This is your wife. And here you are just breaking things and jumping to conclusions. So then he pulls out some, probably something that they smoke weed in, child. And he done put some sage in there and he started doing a Native American ritual, child. I tell you, these folks, how do they function every day? Just silly at it. No common sense. But if they had common sense, we wouldn't have a show. Let's move on. Now, let's talk about Ray and Brittany, child. They going to Miami. A little body lottie. They going to Miami. A little body lottie. Ever that Will Smith song goes. So, they going to Miami. Of course, Brittany, she is going for her birthday, and she says she about to get effed up, toe up from the flow up, lit. She about to burn some things down. Honey, Brittany says she going down there, and she's going to get plastered. But she said before that, she needs to take a test to see if she ovulating. Because, see, if she is ovulating, she gonna leave Miami bow-legged. That's what she said, honey. She said, you are about to split me in half. You are about to crack my back every 5 minutes. Because, see, Brittany wants to get married and she wants to have a baby. Ray, I hope you took your vitamins. So Ray says, listen, okay, I'm all good. I know what Brittany wants. And he pulls out a ring. And he says that he is going to propose to Brittany. Her and all her shenanigans. So they get to the airport and baby, it was about 18 people that showed up at the airport. Her friends and her family, her sisters, and child, honey, they was ready. So they in the hotel room and she's like, bring the bottles, pop the bottles. This is how we do it, So they're popping bottles, they're drinking. The men, they go and the ladies are talking. And Brittany says, listen, I'm ready to have a baby and I'm ready to be married to this man. It needs to happen on my birthday. And so her sister was like, won't you pump your brakes? See, the sister says, listen, I don't know about all this. I mean, how much time have you really spent with Ray? The majority of it, he was in prison. Maybe you're, going a little bit too fast, child. But Brittany ain't listening to all that. Brittany has two things on her mind. Baby and marriage. Marriage and baby. That's it. So they're outside, honey. They're drinking. And Brittany done put on the little red dress, honey. She had her hair, done. Makeup on the face, honey. She was ready. They were drinking. They were, dancing. They were doing the booty bumps, honey. They were having a good old time. And then Ray goes up to her. Honey, it took him 15 minutes just to say 3 words. I was like, Ray, spit it out. I was like, Ray, why you doing all that heeing and hawing? Say, will you marry me? But honey, he went on and on. I said, child. And then it cuts off. And we do not see what Ray was attempting to ask her. Let's move on. Last and certainly least, child, let's talk about Puppy and Amber. Let me just say this right off the bat. I like Puppy. Now, when Puppy first got out of prison, I was like, Lord, she's a mess. But Puppy has grown on me. This season, I think Puppy and Amber are boring, but Puppy has grown on me. Puppy looks like she's still half asleep. But Puppy tickles me when she talks. So we know Puppy is wanted, child. Wanted! Dead or alive. We also know that her mama is very sick. She is engaged to hard-faced Eric, who don't want her to turn herself in. He want to run. And she don't want to turn herself in because she's freshly engaged and her mama's sick. So she don't know how much time she has if she turns herself in. 9 times out of 10, she turns herself in. She goes directly to jail. And she got a whole lot of time over her head, child. So Amber goes to her house and she's like, listen, I haven't talked to her. I'm going to check up on her and we need to solve this. This is a mess. So she's waiting and she's waiting and she's waiting. Here comes Puppy. Puppy pulls up in that nice Mustang, honey. And she's like, oh, Lord, here's Amber. She's like, here's Amber. Amber, what's with all the harassment and all the stalking? Oh, I dozed off. I'm like, Puppy, wake up, girl. So Puppy is like, what's up? And so, of course, Amber, she's like, listen, I just come to check on you to see what about this warrant. Did you talk to the chief and the supervisor chief and whoever? And so Puppy said, listen, I ain't talking to nobody. I ain't turning myself in. And Eric don't want me to turn myself in. And so Amber said, well, what are you going to do? Amber said, you go and you run to Las Vegas to elope. You are immediately going to get arrested. She was like, you need to solve this. And she said, and guess what I did? I done contacted the PO, the chief of the supervisor, everybody. And so Puppy was like, oh, Lord, you did it. She said, I sure did. And guess what? I'm about to call her again. So here is Amber picking up the phone, calling the PO, the chief of the supervisor, the chief. And it was a message. And so Puppy said, Lord, I don't know what to do. She said, I'm all effed up. She said, I do not want to go back to jail. She said, I don't know what to do. She said, Eric don't want me to turn myself in. And side note, Puppy and Eric got a cute little house, don't they? It's real cute inside. It kind of give me like a little beachy type, house inside. I was like, I ain't mad at y'all. I ain't mad at you. And Amber got a cute little place too. Puppy was like, listen, if I do it, I'm just going to do it. So she texted her, I think it was the PO, and she said, I did it. And she tested her saying, listen, if I turn myself in, you know, how much time you think I can get, or will I get out, or just give me some details? And so as soon as she sent that text, the PO or the chief or whoever tested her back and said, let me tell you something, girl. The best thing you can do is to turn yourself in. That's the best thing you can do. And so she was like, F. And so Amber said, what's up? She was like, let's get a drink. So Amber got a drink. And she was like, listen. Puppy said, listen, if I do it, I better do it now because Eric ain't home. Let's do this. So they get into Amber's truck. And they going down the road. They talking. They going down the road. And she get closer and closer to the police station. And then Puppy said, see, I done made a huge mistake. See, you know, 15 minutes ago, I was damn near asleep. I'm up now. My eyes are wide open. My nose is wide open. I got a clear mind. I ain't going to that police station. So, Amber's like, what? She was like, pull over, girl. And she said, let's get rid of these cameras. Snatch. Let's get rid of these mics. Snatch. Get out. And I'm going to drive. That's what you do. First of all, if I was Amber, I'll be like, you ain't driving my vehicle. You ain't in clear mind. There is no way you get behind my vehicle with this foolishness. But of course, here comes Amber getting out, letting Puppy in the driver's seat. And baby, Puppy was going 80 down a residential neighborhood. Puppy said, not today. Puppy is flying down the road. There was a guy standing in front of her. She's going 120 miles an hour. And the producers are trying to reach Puppy and Amber by walking. Oh, Puppy, Puppy, Puppy. And that's it, y'all. Y'all know what to do. To my new subscribers, welcome to the family. Make friends in the comments. That's what you do. See, if you're a new subscriber, let us know. And let us know how long you've been subscribed. And make friends in the comments. See, we family here. Let us know. So y'all don't forget to hit that like, comment, and as I said, subscribe. And until next time,